I didn't know this was coming out. And technically, it isn't out yet. Now, I was aware, obviously, because I am a fan of her work, that this was coming out on the 6th of May. I can't get enough of showing that off. I was aware of that. I follow Freida on basically every platform, and I'm trying to get through her entire back catalogue. So whenever a new one comes out, I pounce on it, usually through the works who have started doing sprayed edge paperbacks for Freida's books. But this was a shock one to me. Because I have Amazon Prime, I have access to Amazon First Reads. So every month there's a selection of books, usually thrillers, and you could choose one of them to read for free. And they're usually rubbish. They're usually a load of crap, and I don't bother with them. But this month, the first one that came up was Death Row, Freida McFadden. I thought, really? And it's a 76-page novella. So I thought, yes, I'm going to have that. Now, it is one of those books where Freida writes in the present tense. Most of her books are like this, but I haven't read one for a little while, so it was a little bit of a jar for me to get back into that frame of mind. I've read a lot of past tense, third person books recently. So it was a bit of a job to get back into it, but it revolves around a woman who is on death row for the murder of her husband, but she says she didn't do it. She claims innocence and she has an alibi, but the courts have decided that the way her husband was murdered could have been premeditated, preset, so she didn't need to be around to commit the act. And her appeals are failing, and she is recalling every other chapter how she got to this point, how she met her husband in the first place, how they got together, how they got married, and then the events leading up to the death. I won't give you the details of the story because it's not actually out until June. So unless you have first reads, you're not going to be able to read it yet. What I will say is the twist is something that Freida is famous for, and it's something that is gradually waning in quality in her more recent books. What have I read? I've read the Housemaid series. The first one was phenomenal. The second one was really good. The twist was still shocking. The third one was pretty poor. The fourth one was garbage with no twist at all. And most of her books since, the twists have been lacking. With the exception, I would probably say, of The Boyfriend. But yeah, she hasn't been doing it very well lately, in my opinion. But this is a good twist. It is a good twist. It's a sad twist, but it's a good twist. But then the epilogue at the end of it leaves you confused, because it's like, well, did the twist not happen? Have we got a supernatural Sam and Dean finale ending years apart sort of thing going on? I don't really know. So it was a bit ambiguous at the end. So I gave it a 4 stars, just a 4 stars. But it was a good quick read. I mean, it was nothing on the scale of The Housemaid's Wedding and the husband's widow's secret lies bollocks that came out a year or so ago. It was back up in the better echelon of her work. So yeah, I gave it a 4 stars. If you've got first reads, check it out because it's a good quick read. If you haven't, it'll be out in June.